with full coverage of the Auburn Tigers,
Touchdown, Auburn!
the Alabama Crimson Tide,
Off to the inside, intercepted Alabama. Touchdown,
and everything college and high school sports. Now, let's join Andy, Brett, Randy, and Luke for this edition of Sports Blitz Live.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday evening. Welcome into the latest edition of Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham. Alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat, we'll be with you for the next couple of hours, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of college athletics. Thank you so much for being with us, and sports for that matter, all over the globe, professional and college. But we appreciate you being with us. Thank you so much. We are just less than a week away now from SEC Media Days. That will be a fun week next week. Auburn will have taken the podium by the time we do the show next week. I think Alabama won't go on until Wednesday. But that should be very interesting. It'll give us a lot to talk about next week. But until that happens, there's obviously stuff still going on. We'll talk about some interesting possible surprise teams. Phil Steele put out his 12 college football playoff contenders that might start, that he predicts they will start outside the top 10. So that's why they are surprised.
And I'm going to tell you why.
He's wrong.
I mean, it's not – I don't think it's wrong that they're outside the top 10.
You just don't find it to be a surprise.
I don't – if you're ranked 15th and you make a run into the playoffs, I'm not shocked by that.
Yeah, that doesn't.
You were one of the 15 – thought to be one of the 15 best teams.
If you're going to put a surprise list together,
surprise.
You got to be like outside the top 20.
Yeah.
So we might look at it. Surprise. Yeah, you might need a microphone, Jay. That's a good idea.
Thank you, sir.
I'm with you on that. But outside the top 20, or, when I was looking at it earlier today, I was like, well, how about teams that have like plus 2,000 or worse odds to win their conference?
Right.
That to me would be, that's a challenging one to identify teams that maybe are in that preseason situation, but they've got some stuff, and you think maybe the schedule's favorable, and if it falls right, there you go.
There you go. So we will look at Phil Steele's list, and then we'll look, and we'll give maybe a couple of surprise teams from each major conference here, the SEC, Big Ten, Big 12, and the ACC, and maybe even who will be the group of 5 team to actually make the college football playoff this year? Because there's got to be one.
There's got to be one. I have 2 on my list.
All right. We'll think about that a little bit. There's some stories. I know this, JJ, are you buckled in? I don't want you to be too shocked by this.
Yeah.
But several NCAA athletes are suing the NCAA.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, I know that's hard to believe. This is revolving around the new eligibility rules that have been in place for about 11 days.
Yeah.
So they are already taking those to court, and
Do you do Twitter?
I do not.
Okay. Don't.
Okay.
Because I do. I'm kind of low-key addicted to Twitter. I love it, but I think every sleazebag NIL lawyer on the planet is on Twitter. Like, there's one guy that specializes in high school kids for NIL representation. They are the sleaziest bunch of scumbags.
Yeah.
Because it's always the same. So, well, I mean, if somebody wants to pay a 11th grader, to go ahead and commit. I mean, why is that? I'm like, just go away.
Yeah, go back under the rock that you crawled out.
There was an old song about that Aerosmith did called "Eat the Rich." I think you should turn into Eat the Lawyers. Solve our food problems.
Well, you know what they say: 100 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean.
It's a good start.
It's a good start.
Yeah, exactly.
My brother-in-law's a lawyer, by the way. But
Well, I mean, I've got family who are attorneys, but still, they're not NIL attorneys.
this is true.
Yeah.
Some other stories: Florida State, Tom Herman.
So
Seems like an odd choice, but
I heard a theory today. On just off 30,000 foot view, I don't hate it. Tom Herman did not work out as a head coach, but he was a heck of an offensive coordinator in his day. That's why he got so many head coaching opportunities.
true. Did not seem to work out while he was a head coach.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Not a head coach, right? There are lots of coordinators that just don't turn out to be good head coaches.
Yeah. But it always makes me wonder why their offenses were no good, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm a believer that head coaches who don't work out is not because they lack football knowledge. I think it's because they lack organizational skill, if that makes sense.
But defensive coaches that get hired, it's almost inevitably outside. Saban is the outlier. And Kirby, they forget how to coach.
Right.
Really good defensive coordinators.
But they're not
become
the
head
coordinator
coaches.
anymore.
But their
shouldn't
defense.
be.
But you got to have some kind of input, don't you? I mean, you ought to know who to hire.
Right.
But their defenses just go to. I mean,
Gary Patterson for
garbage.
years, his teams at TCU gave up 35 a game, and I never could have really get that because I knew what he could do,
Yeah.
and sometimes did do. But I don't know. Like I said, from just the overhead view, bringing in Tom Herman, but I did hear a theory about this today because this seems late in the game, bringing him in July during ACC media days. And the theory I heard, and I think there's some truth to it maybe he was really hired in the spring, but the media just found out about it. You know what I mean?
Well, and this could be now. I mean, there's probably better people out there, but I don't know. Maybe not at this late date. Let's say they did. He just did make this hire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is Florida State saying, there's a chance we're going to have to fire Norvell in the middle of the season. We need somebody to ride out the rest of the year.
Somebody that don't mind being an interim.
Somebody that don't mind being interim. Somebody that's been a head coach before, and he's cheap.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I mean that's always a possibility too. But like I said, I mean Tom Herman had a big reputation as an OC. That's why he got so many opportunities. But he's just not a. I don't think he can run a program. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't. I think you're right. And it's official. The Auburn. Some of the specifics of it. The Aflac or the Auburn Baylor game that's going to kick off the season there in Atlanta. The Aflac kickoff game. It's kind of been announced about some of the particulars of that. That Auburn, the reason they moved it from Jordan-Hare to Atlanta, and it, for NIL purposes.
Sure.
Basically for money. So.
Yes.
But that, I think everybody. I don't think anything new came out about it, but that really we didn't already know. But nonetheless. We did find out that who the representation will be for Auburn and Alabama at SEC Media Days. For Alabama, defensive back Zabian Brown. Never heard of him.
Got a chance to be a first-round pick.
Okay.
He's the guy that took the 99-yard pick six back on Tennessee and then took the game-tying pick six back on Oklahoma in the playoffs.
Okay.
That's Zabian Brown. He's
all right.
He's probably going to be, at least in the SEC, a top 2 or 3 corner.
Wide receiver Ryan Williams. Apparently, he's a Coleman Williams now.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that story, but Williams was, of course, his father's name.
Okay.
But his mother and his father are not together. Her last name is Coleman, and so he wanted to add that to honor his mother because she raised him. So.
And defensive back Bray Hubbard, who's been there for a while.
All three will be playing at the next level next year. Zabian Brown will turn pro a year early, and I think Ryan Williams will too.
Okay. For Auburn, it'll be quarterback Byram Brown.
No real surprise there.
I think you had to bring him. If you want to bring your leader of your team, you know who your quarterback is going to be. He and Alex Golesh obviously have a long-standing relationship. Kicker Alex McPherson, I called that one as well. I think it's maybe one of the better stories you'll ever in all of college football, not just in the SEC.
Is he fully healthy?
I think.
Okay.
They haven't heard. I know news maybe is good news is what I'm thinking.
He had some kind of stomach issue, right?
Yeah, well, even gone further than that. I mean, it's an intestinal issue that it basically, I mean, caused him to lose nearly, 40 pounds. I mean, and really, I think threatened his life, to be perfectly honest with you. But so he's back on his feet, and hopefully that'll be a really, really nice junior year for him. And then defensive back Champ Anthony. This is one that I did not see coming. Guy that in 2024 broke his leg, and it was a really, really bad, ugly type break against Arkansas earlier in the year. After he was kind of really coming on at corner and starting to play really well. And this happened, and it wasn't really even a contact injury. It just kind of was one of those things. I think he planted the foot wrong, and it just snapped in two. But he battles back, comes back, and plays some last year, and still had some more nagging injuries with the thumb, and I think he broke his thumb in the second or third game. So he's had some tough luck. But he was voted as a team captain.
Well, I was going to say, though, do you think Golesh had some impact on that and the McPherson as a kind of a overcoming adversity thing? Do you think that's kind of the culture he's trying to create with those two picks?
Perseverance, overcoming obstacles. That's what I told Jim today. I said that makes perfect sense to me because that's his deal, and I think that's right up his alley. So those are the 6 guys you'll see with Auburn and Alabama at SEC Media Days. All right, we're up against our first break here, but don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Sportz Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama, is home-owned and home-operated. If you're looking for tires, they have it. If you're looking for a vehicle, they have them. Great selection. Always out looking for more just for you, the customer. And if you're looking for service, whether you buy the vehicle from them or whether you buy the vehicle somewhere else, they do service work and got a great crew there. Keep us in mind. Don't you go by Sportz Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton today.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back.
Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes.
Happy birthday to us all.
Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes.
Who's got the sauce?
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham. He is Jeremy Jeffcoat. Together, this is Sports Blitz Live. Thank you so much for being with us. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Wonderful place to have lunch or dinner right here in downtown Alexander City. If you're in the area for the first time, just ask somebody. They'll know, and they'll point you in the right direction to JR's. It is an institution here. The food is absolutely delicious. Cheese balls are world-renowned. Chicken fingers, wings, burgers, they got a little bit of everything there. Great atmosphere. TVs, you can watch the game. You can, celebrate with your friends, whatever you might want to do. But the food is wonderful. The people are even better. That is JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Okay, just a tidbit before we move on. Gabe Gross, the Auburn longtime assistant hitting coach, stepped down today and
Gabe's still a pretty young guy.
Taking a role with the athletic department.
Oh, okay.
One of these assistant to the athletic director.
Yes. It means they're going to send him around raising money.
Now you can take. Maybe this doesn't mean this. Maybe it does, but. Every year that came up, it always seemed like, do we need a new hitting coach? Do we need a new hitting coach? Well, Gabe's an Auburn guy. He played at Auburn. He's been coaching there forever. This is a great opportunity for him to, let's create a position. We'll pay him six figures.
Sure.
And we'll get us a really good hitting coach,
right.
Which they went out and got George's, who has been one of the better ones in the country. So maybe we'll see what he can do.
1994 in Alabama. The administration really wanted Gene Stallings to hire a new offensive coordinator. Mal Moore had gotten, a little long in the tooth. Been doing it a long time.
Yep.
Very successfully, but he got a little long in the tooth, a little old and a little stale. And so they wanted Gene to hire Homer Smith back. Mm-hmm. And so they kind of forced that on him. But to make it easier, they created a role for Mal Moore, very similar, assistant athletic director for capital projects or something.
Right.
Very successful, raised the money, and of course, eventually became the athletic director. So,
I think that's what Bruce's title is as well, assistant to the athletic director. We got a lot of assistants to the athletic director.
Yeah.
Plenty of assistants, that's for sure. All right, let's start here, JJ. Surprise college football playoff contenders.
Let me set this up. I saw or heard a radio appearance from the great Phil Steele, and I don't mean this in any way to come off like I'm criticizing Phil Steele, because I have read his magazine every year since 1995 when it first came out.
Clearly puts a lot of effort into it.
I think he's one of the smartest, most thorough guys out there. Does a great magazine, and a lot of times his predictions are, you watch them, because a lot of times he's getting close. But then I heard him on the thing, and he said, yeah, my top 5 surprise teams, he said, Alabama, BYU, Oklahoma, USC, and Utah. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. Alabama went second round of the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
BYU won 12 games last year. Oklahoma made the playoffs last year. USC won 9 last year, with now the second year for that number 1 rated recruiting class. Jordan Maeva, another year at quarterback. You got Gary Patterson coming in to run the defense. A lot of people are talking about USC as a playoff contender. And Utah won 11 games last year. I'm like, what in the world are we doing? I wouldn't be surprised if any of those teams are playing in the second round of the playoffs.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
And I'll say this. I read Phil Steele's little blurb, and when you start out with, and when you read number 1 on the list, and you read something and you go, I don't even know if I want to read the rest.
Right.
Because, and I mean no ill will by this. I mean no disrespect by this. But in his little blurb, Phil Steele's reasoning for Alabama being a surprise team was that they have all the ingredients to have a strong running game. And I thought, Phil, you're on crack. Alabama's not going to have a strong running game.
Well, we don't know that.
Not as long as Kalen DeBoer is there.
No, we don't know that.
He is a finesse guy, and they are all there. It's not the players.
Well,
it's not anything
Let me
about
say
that.
this. What you saw last year was a complete outlier. Nowhere in his career has he ranked 125th in the nation in rushing.
Oh, I don't think they'll be that bad. I'm just saying they're not going to be big-time physical because that's not who he is.
The offense isn't set up to run for 200 yards a game. That's not what they do. They want to get 120 to 150 a game and throw for 300 to 350 a game. That's the offense.
Yeah.
And that's fine because if I can rush for 120, 130, 140 yards, you've got to pay attention to it. And when you pay attention to it is when I can really beat you over the top. So, I mean, the ingredients, I'm going to have to see it first from the offensive line before I see anything. I think they've got the bags. I think, if nothing else, E.J. Crowell is a hell of a bag. But, yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't get that. But that's not what really struck me about it. It was just like, and even, Andy, you go on down the list. I mean, if Clemson made a run to the playoffs, are you shocked? I mean, Dabo's won 2 national titles.
I'd be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I'd be shocked. This is
They
why.
said the ACC
Okay.
is not a tough conference.
It's true. It's true. Well, he gives. I'll run down a couple of these, and I just happen to have pulled up right here on my phone, almost like I was prepared. Athlon has given us how many starters coming back for every team.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pittsburgh last year went 8-5.
Yes.
They have 10 starters coming back, 5 on defense, 5 on offense.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the long shot for Phil Steele to be a surprise team. That, to me, that'd be a surprise team.
That Pitt would be a surprise. I totally agree.
Now, I mean, I don't see greatness coming from them. But that's why it would be a surprise.
Right, but and is sneaking into the playoffs greatness? I don't know.
Yeah.
But like even the other teams though, Andy, Clemson, Louisville, Iowa, Houston. Houston's going to be super good this year. Tennessee, even Feinbaum's down on his own school. They're like people are down on Tennessee, and maybe they're right, and I know they're going to probably have a freshman quarterback because I think the Brandon kid's going to win the job, but. They've got the whole offensive line back, and they had a good offensive line last year. You got Jim Knowles coming in to coordinate the defense. They've got good weapons in the skill positions, and Josh Heupel's a quarterback guy. So if they kind of put it together and went 10-2, I'm not falling out of my chair on that.
TCU, 9 starters coming back, 4 on offense, 5 on defense. Won 9 games last year. You want to? Everybody expects BYU or Texas Tech to come out of the Big 12. Oh, look out! All of a sudden, here's TCU.
Sure,
that'd be a surprise. I can buy that.
I agree. I don't think, and this is something I think we're still, especially those of us who like to prognosticate things.
Yeah.
I think something we're going to have to get used to is the returning starters metric is still important, but in the age of the transfer portal, it's not paramount.
Oh yeah. And to be perfectly honest, starting and you can have people playing more minutes than starters. Backups are playing more minutes than starters some of the time. So you got guys coming back that you think you're super excited about. They were not a starter last year, so they don't count in that. But
There's a wonderful website, by the way. You should check it out sometime called Punt and Rally. puntandraally.com. It's got all sorts of stats on there. One of the most interesting ones they have is returning production. But they include a formula for incorporating transfers into that based on their snap rate, right? How many snaps have you had at the college level? Now, it may not count the same as if you're in a new system, but it's included. And they do a great job of really, like, you can look at offensive returning production, defensive returning production, special teams returning production, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And it's a very fascinating.
Punt and Rally.
Puntandrally.com.
All right. All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Celebrate America's 250th all month long at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. During the month of July, with every new or used vehicle purchase, you'll receive a beautiful embroidered American flag kit for your home. Our way of helping you proudly celebrate. We have over 500 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. You'll find the biggest discounts and a great selection. Visit Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika today. Get ready to smile.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed, and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Just getting started on tonight's show. Thank you so much for being with us. Give us a call, 256-234-6221. Love to hear from you. You can always dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page or our YouTube page as well and chime in there. We'll get to those if we can throughout the show tonight. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by Sunshine Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. Give Kevin Keel and his crew a call today. The temperature is rising, but you can stay cool if you've got a good working air conditioner. And the one number you need to call is Sunshine Heating and Air. So give them a call today for sure. All right, JJ, surprise team from each conference here, at least the 4 major conferences, and then who will the group of 5 participant be? You tell me, which conference you want to start with?
Let's save the SEC for last.
Okay.
I don't care where you go.
All right, well, let's just start with the ACC. We'll start in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
The ACC, number one, who is the favorite?
Oh, Miami.
It's got to be Miami.
Miami, without question.
Okay. Contenders in this ACC, would you say SMU? Would you say
yeah, SMU in most? I think SMU has the second best odds of winning the conference.
Clemson?
Clemson has like the third best odds, and I think Louisville's
Georgia
up
Tech?
there. Georgia Tech, people a little down on Georgia Tech this year. They lost a lot.
Yeah.
And they lost Buster Faulkner. So they Georgia Tech is a lot of people are kind of, Virginia had a really good year last year, but I don't think people are expecting the same. Louisville, I know, is getting a lot of love. Jeff Brom, always does a great job up there anyway. So.
All right, so wow me, who is your surprise team in the ACC?
The NC State Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack.
Yes, Dave Doran going into his 14th year.
I believe they have a matchup with Vanderbilt in Nashville.
They do.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They open in week 0. They're one of the teams that plays in week 0.
Okay.
They're going in a conference game. They're going on the road to Virginia.
Right.
In week 0.
Was this the one that was supposed to be played in Brazil?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So they're going on the road to Virginia. If they win that game at Virginia, then I think it could springboard them because I love their quarterback. C.J. Bailey's quarterback, really dynamic, really good quarterback. Dave Doran has won 9 games in the regular season 4 times in the last 10 years or so. Hasn't crossed that threshold to 10. But I think if they can somehow beat Virginia, get to Nashville and get a win against Vandy, they're gonna get to like 5-0, 6-0, and then I think it could get interesting.
Okay. It's hard for me to see. It's hard for me to say with a straight face that anybody outside of Miami is a legitimate playoff contender. In the ACC,
they could be a one-bid league.
But I'm going to go a little. I'm going to go really, really off board here and say, a team that has been dormant for a while and has had new life breathed into it.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
14 starters return on this team in Blacksburg, Virginia.
And they brought in a lot of Penn State transfers.
Yes, they did. James Franklin. He's not a bad coach. Now, they'll choke in the end, but.
Well, I don't think anybody's expecting him to win a national title.
No.
Right? But people forget what he went back-to-back 9-win seasons at Vandy and had good teams at Vandy.
Yeah.
And won a lot of games at Penn State.
He was right there on the cusp. He just could not get past Ohio State and Michigan.
Yeah, couldn't get over the hump. So, yeah, I don't hate that pick either. I can see something weird happening there. I haven't looked at their schedule, but, I can see
It'd be a surprise.
Yeah, okay.
All right, the Big 12. Again.
You go first here.
Well, BYU is the contender.
Yeah, the Texas Tech and BYU are the favorites.
Is Texas Tech a true contender now without Sorsby?
In the Big 12?
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah. Well, okay, playoff. I guess whoever wins.
With or without Sorsby, they're by far the most talented team in the Big 12. The only one that could challenge them on that is BYU.
Right. Let's see here. I will go. All right, BYU, Texas Tech are your contenders, or your favorites, I should say. Phil Still's already said that Houston is
he's already got Houston
team.
and Utah and TCU.
I don't know a whole lot about the Big 12. I have watched a little here and there. I'm going to say it ain't going. No, I'm not going to go there. Golly, I'll say TCU, even though that's like number 12 on his list. I think that's the only one I could even possibly see.
I saw something really strange the other night. One of my favorite college football shows, Brooks Austin, the Film Network guy, did his preseason top 25.
Okay.
He had Oklahoma State at number 18.
Mm.
I mean, 18. I'm assuming that means like 8 wins.
Who's the coach at Oklahoma State now?
It's the guy that came from the American Conference, North Texas.
Okay.
And brought his quarterback with him, Eric Mestermaker.
Right.
Or Drew Mestermaker. And but and I know Mestermaker can play and put up ridiculous numbers over there in the American, but yeah, I can't get there with that. But I can with the Arizona State Wildcats. I like Kenny Dillingham.
Yeah.
Their new quarterback, they lost Sam Levitt, of course, to LSU. Their new quarterback is Cutter Boley. Remember Cutter Boley?
I do not.
Cutter Boley was at Kentucky last year.
I remember that. Okay, I remember the name.
6'5", about 220. Came out of high school. He was a 3-star recruit. By the time he got in the portal, he was labeled a 4-star recruit because he, at times, was pretty impressive at Kentucky in a stinky system.
Yeah.
Just a stinky system at Kentucky. So you get over there with Dillingham and Cutter Boley. They were just there a couple of years ago. I can see Arizona State making a bit of a run.
I might, if I had to go off the board, I might say Kansas State, just because they always seem to be around. They always seem to be in it.
New head coach.
They got Colin Klein. So they know how to win at Kansas State, and they kind of expect to win. So I guess they did. Did he retire? Or did they fire Klein?
No. Colin Klein left. He was the offensive coordinator.
Not him, but. Who did he replace? Wasn't he Klein too? Wasn't that his name? The guy that came from North Dakota State?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought that. I can't remember. Maybe I'll have to look up his name. Nobody cares. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
Sick of those fake sales with 50% off a price that never existed? Then you're ready for Memorial Day Mayopoly at Morgan Home Furnishings and Bama Outdoor, where the deals are real. It's simple. Spend at least $600 and take a draw from the cash back, where each draw could earn you up to $250 to make that total melt away. And with no credit refused financing, everybody plays and everybody wins. Morgan Home Furnishings and Bama Outdoor, creating happiness both indoors and out.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We are looking at some surprise teams in college football coming up in the four major conferences. The ACC, we thought perhaps, and it would be a surprise, if you saw NC State become a playoff contender, or Virginia Tech. JJ thought maybe Arizona State, the Sun Devils, could come out of the Big 12. They're going to have to do some work to overtake BYU, I think, for sure. TCU, Kansas State, perhaps one of those two. They're pretty good as well. But the Big Ten, moving over to the Big Ten, 18 teams in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
That something does not make sense there. But nonetheless.
Well, you know, Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon. I don't think Michigan would be a surprise.
USC would not be a surprise.
USC would not be a surprise. Penn State with their schedule's dog water. So a lot of people are picking Penn State to win 9 or 10 games anyway. So if I'm going Big Ten, and this is actually one that's been on my mind for a while.
Okay.
I love the Washington Huskies this year. They've got good players back on defense from a defense that was 5th in scoring defense in the Big Ten last year. Mm-hmm. The offense was 5th in the Big Ten last year. And they've got Damon Williams Jr., who is probably like a West Coast version of Trinidad Chambliss. He's a little bit undersized, run-around guy, really dynamic. LSU offered him $6 million to transfer out of Washington and go to LSU this year. Washington came back with an attorney and said, hey, you've signed a deal, so if they pay you $6 million, you're going to give us $4 million of it. And he said, I'll just stay here. So he stayed. But Jed Fish, there's a lot of people who don't like Jed Fish, but, I mean, the guy, he was a GA for Spurrier. He's coached for Sean McVay at the Rams. As an offensive assistant. He's coached for Bill Belichick. So he's got the right stuff, and his offenses are usually good.
Yeah.
So I like Washington to maybe leap up there and be maybe that 4th team in the Big Ten if USC falters. Now, they got to go. Washington has to go on the road to USC. I think it's week 4 or 5. That may be the game that decides which one of them has a shot.
You know, I looked down through there, and, you named off all those teams. Indiana, obviously they won the national title last year. They're certainly a contender. Ohio State, Oregon, and USC, really I consider those the biggest contenders. Mm-hmm. I'll give you one very long. I'll give you one big surprise. Okay. And I'll give you one that I think would be a surprise, but – maybe not a surprise to a lot of people, but I might go with the Michigan Wolverines.
Okay.
I think that would be a surprise.
I think it would be, to me, a mild surprise.
Yeah.
Just because I like Kyle Whittingham and I think the quarterback's got potential. So.
But if I'm going big surprise, the only one that really, and I mean, I like your Washington pick, but I think if you're going big surprise, I would go Illinois. Because I think Burt he's a Big Ten guy, and I think he's done a really good job at Illinois, and they give you fits. So if by chance they were to stumble across a dynamic quarterback or something, and they could cause some problems.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Okay.
We're off to the SEC, Andy. You got it first.
It is the Southeastern Conference. Contenders. I think you would have to
There's 7 of
say
them.
Texas. You would have to say Texas A&M. You would have to say Georgia. I think you would have to say Alabama. And who else would you put in there?
Oh, Ole Miss. They're going to be top.
Put in
10
Ole Miss. You consider LSU a contender?
Yes. They're going to be ranked probably 8, 9 in the country.
Okay.
Preseason. And
So
then
half the
there's
conference
one more.
is-
It's 7 teams. It's Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Texas.
You throw Oklahoma in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, but Phil Steele's got him number 3 surprise team on his list.
Yeah, I had them going 7-5.
I'm kind of with you, but that's not what the national perception is.
So that may be the surprise that they go.
Yeah.
That may be. So literally, like almost half the conference is contenders.
Yeah.
So we're talking about
I mean, those 7 teams, think about that, Andy. Of those 7 teams, probably 3 of them are not going to make the playoffs. And that's going to be some bitterly disappointed fan bases.
Yes, quite. And 2 or 3 of those teams might have the same record.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about splitting hairs.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking about a relatively small pool to draw from here. And when I look at the remaining teams that you did not name a while ago, the only 2 teams that I could even say with a straight face that I think are contenders.
Or could be.
Or could be. There's 2 teams.
Okay.
So which one do you want me to say?
I mean, you know, Andy, I feel like I know you well enough to know
I
that
think
Andy
you
Graham
know.
is going to say his Auburn Tigers.
If I was going to say that, I feel like I'd feel ashamed. So I'm going to say the Florida Gators.
Okay.
I think and it would you talk about a surprise.
Yeah. Well, I'm going on record tomorrow because I wrote a column for Saturday Blitz today, and it should be up tomorrow. But the 3 that I've given you, and the one I'm about to give you, I'll be on record officially tomorrow on the internet where nothing ever goes away.
Right.
And the Florida Gators are my pick. I looked something up today. I know you and I both like to look at the 24/7 talent composite when it comes out. I looked today at the blue chip ratio. You familiar with the blue chip ratio? Every national champion since the blue chip ratio started has had a greater than 50% blue chip ratio.
Okay.
Every one. Until the Cignetti miracle last year. Florida is 12th in the nation in blue chip ratio. They're 53% blue chip on the roster. The coordinator hires, I think some are all made, I thought were brilliant. I love Buster Faulkner. Brad White, I didn't know a lot about. I had to go look, but the guy's putting up top 25 defenses every year at Kentucky with offenses that literally stinky poop. You know what I mean? Stink like a dirty diaper. So, and then I got to looking at the schedule, and I'm like, okay, Florida's got to play Ole Miss in the Swamp I think it's the week after they play Auburn, right? Is that right? Florida.
They got to play. Say again.
Don't they get Ole Miss, I believe, in the Swamp? If Ole Miss, if Ole Miss empties their clip, as the kids like to say, on LSU, and then got to turn around and go to the Swamp overlooking Florida, they could beat Ole Miss. So
Florida beat Texas last year.
Florida beat because they got talent, because they got dudes, right?
Yeah.
So, and here's an interesting stat. John Sumrall, in his 4-year head coaching career at Troy and Tulane, has never won less than 9 games in the regular season. So, yeah, I would go Florida. But I also think Auburn is a candidate for that. And I also think South Carolina is a candidate for that. Because South Carolina's got 2 of the most dynamic players in the league with Lenora Sellers and Dylan Stewart coming off the edge. I mean, those 2 guys could both be first-round draft picks next year. So, they just unfortunately have Shane Beamer there, too. So,
I don't. That's the nullifier to me. But yeah, I mean, it's Auburn and Florida, and I was not going to say Auburn.
And I think you could put South Carolina in the same category.
Yeah. No, you can't. All right. We're going to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Celebrate America's 250th all month long at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. During the month of July, with every new or used vehicle purchase, you'll receive a beautiful embroidered American flag kit for your home. Our way of helping you proudly celebrate. We have over 500 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. You'll find the biggest discounts and a great selection. Visit Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika today. Get ready to smile.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
What makes Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. One more segment in the first hour of tonight's program. 256-234-6221 is our number, so give us a call if there's something on your mind this evening. JJ, did you come – are you like me? Did you get to the point where you think Republicans and Democrats cannot agree on anything? If one of them said the sky's blue, they would say, no, it's not. Yeah. I have good news.
What is it?
A bipartisan effort in Congress to make daylight savings time.
Oh, really?
Permanent is one step closer to becoming law.
Tell me why this has not happened.
After the House of Representatives overwhelmingly approved the measure today. Now, lawmakers voted 308 to 117. I want to know who those 117 are.
Yeah.
So I can punch them in the face or spit on them.
My guess is Midwestern farming communities. Because that's why it was put in there.
What? But so you have less light? I don't get it. I've never understood what the deal is.
Some people just fear change, Andy.
You like going, you like it getting dark at 4:30? What human being likes it to get dark at 4:30 unless you're up to no good?
That's right.
You got no business.
We are talking about Congress. There's quite a few
This
of them.
is true. Well, that is absolutely true. So it has.
Now we need 60 votes in the Senate.
It has overwhelmingly passed the House. It is going to the Senate, and by God, they better pass because I'm sick of rolling back the clock.
If they hurry, then we can.
Or I'm sick of springing forward, I should say. I guess.
If we hurry, then they can do it before we have to fall back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So maybe let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That something will actually get done in the Sunshine Protection Act, not to be confused with the College Sports Protect Act. All right. Speaking of college sports, we mentioned this earlier. The NCAA is facing a federal class action lawsuit against its new eligibility rules. Now, if you have been living in a cave or under a rock, the NCAA recently passed, just in the last couple of weeks, a new eligibility rule, 5 for 5. The clock starts when either you turn 19 or you begin your first year.
Or you graduate from high school.
Or you get in your first year of college.
Okay.
Whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first.
You start at college or you turn 19.
Right.
That's when the clock starts.
Mm-hmm.
You got 5 years to play 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, simple, easy peasy. Well, there is a little caveat to that. For some reason, they said that if you, let's say, you're 2 years in, you're a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 years left to play.
That's right. If you're a junior,
you got 2 years left to play.
But if you're a senior,
if this is your 4th year, you're done.
You're done. And I told you when they passed this.
I remember you saying.
Why did they do that?
It sounds odd.
And the thing is, and I know you said, well, they had to cut it off. No, it's 5 for 5. Just apply it to everybody. This is where you get into trouble. It's the same thing with the basketball eligibility, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. Are they pro or are they not pro? Well, if you play in this pro league, you're pro, but if you play in that pro league, you're not. And if you signed a 2-way contract, then you're a pro, but if you only play G League, then you're not. And if you fix the rule, apply it to everyone, and there you go. That's always been my thing. It's like, Andy, I felt the same way like when my kids were coming up and I was coaching Little League Baseball, right?
Yeah.
I don't care if an umpire calls, a strike just below the knees, but do it to everybody. Because if he's going to call it that way, I could talk to my kids and I go, hey, look, those balls around your knees, you're going to have to swing at it.
Yeah. Be consistent.
He's calling it, right? And, that's his job. He gets to decide. But do it for everybody. Same thing here. So now, of course, they're facing a lawsuit. Maybe the NCAA set this up so that they can go in, talk to those attorneys, reach a settlement, and grandfather those players in, and then everybody goes home and shuts up.
Quote, these athletes aren't asking for special treatment, said Rob Shellquist, a partner at Quano, Gilbert, Flannery, and LaDuca.
Sounds like a bunch of slime balls.
They're asking to not be singled out and excluded from the NCAA's eligibility framework. The NCAA updated the rules but refused to apply them only to the very group that was most immediately affected. If the NCAA has determined that 5 years of eligibility a fair rule for college athletes, then athletes who would still be eligible but for completing 4 years of eligibility should not be deprived of the same educational, athletic, and NIL
Do you know
opportunities.
How upset it makes me to have to agree with some sleazeball NIL attorney? Because everything he just said is reasonable and true.
I don't disagree. It just seems odd that everybody gets 5 years. The people behind you, the people in front of you, but not you.
And when they were sitting around, when the executive committee, the executive board of the NCAA were sitting around crafting this, did nobody go,
yeah, somebody going
why
to
are
have
we excluding these guys?
somebody
goes,
somebody in the
not?
back said, yeah, somebody going to have a problem with this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they had legal counsel advising on it, right?
You would think.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see what happens. The NCAA needs a win. I don't know if they're going to get it. But
I don't think they're going to get it on this one.
Yeah.
You made an arbitrary, made an arbitrary exception to the rule you made.
If all it does is changes that one aspect of it, then who cares?
Be done.
Yeah, be done with it. Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. We are finished hour number 1, but never fear, hour number 2 is on its way right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Corey's Furniture Express, your express way to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your express way to savings.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Welcome back, everyone, to hour number 2 of Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. We'll be with you for one more hour, taking you up to 9 o'clock this evening. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Talked a lot about in the first hour. Of course, SEC Media Days is upon us. It will be here on Monday. Auburn and Alabama bringing Xavier Brown, Ryan Coleman-Williams, and Bray Hubbard. Auburn bringing Byron Brown, Alex McPherson, No relation, Byron Brown.
Yeah.
And Xavier Brown. That I know.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Kicker Alex McPherson and defensive back Champ Anthony. What are you expecting to hear from Kalen DeBoer?
I think, DeBoer is pretty predictable. I mean, he's not a guy that flies off the cuff, really. In that respect, he's a little, and I think after 17 years of Saban, he's a little boring, right? Because Saban was anything but boring, right?
Yeah.
But I think you'll just hear a lot of, we feel like we made some positive changes in areas that we needed to. We feel like the program's on good footing, and we like our team, we like our players, and there it is.
I really like my new contract.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yeah. But and again, this is why I couldn't be Kalen DeBoer, because I would go, look, guys, we saw what y'all saw last year. We have a staff member who's no longer with us because of it.
Right.
We have 2 new staff members who were brought on to fix it, and if they don't fix it, they won't be here either. So, I think that'll be his. But he really doesn't. He doesn't get flustered. I've never seen him look like he was getting flustered. So, I expect him to be pretty easy going. I'm more interested in 2 of the new guys. Golish, I'm interested in. Summerall, I'm interested in. I know what Summerall's going to do. He's going to, here we go. We know who he is. I've seen.
He's a rah-rah guy?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, my God, yeah. He's busting out of his boots, kind of guy. And Golish, I think, has a pretty intense nature. So I'm curious to see how he interacts in that environment too.
Well, I will say this. A lot of times the question and answer period, you'll get 10 or 12 questions in a session.
1 or 2 of them are going to be stupid.
Well, for Golish, you be lucky to get 5 because he answers some long answers. And I think it's out of a genuine attempt to answer.
Yeah.
But, man, he takes his time. He's deliberate, and he will go on and on and on where you're just like, I didn't even remember what the question was. That's something to watch for. But
here's something interesting. Since Lane Kiffin had the whole thing about Ole Miss being racist and blah, 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 boy, he's been quiet. He's posted almost nothing on Twitter. He's just been quiet.
Yeah.
Do you think the commissioner got him on the phone and the university president and said, guys, I know you're out there having fun.
Yeah.
This is you're going too far. Shut up.
There might have been a phone caller made to say, Lane, that's the line. Don't cross it again.
Yeah, I think Mike Slive would have done it. Mike Slive would have chewed him a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know how Byrne is on that kind of stuff. So it's not Byrne, is it?
No, that
Byrne's
would be Alabama's.
I always get
Greg Sankey.
Greg Sankey.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sankey's that way or not, but I would imagine there was a half a pound of flesh taken somewhere.
Well, I noticed a lot of the Ole Miss football players took up for Oxford.
Yeah.
So and you would expect them to.
Of course.
That's a good thing.
And Trinidad Chandler's hitting from anywhere around there, so he has no, this is I grew up here, none of that stuff. So, but by the way, every time I hear that kid speak, I like him more.
Yeah. He seems, you don't go and play at Ferris State. Yeah, and then, he's got to have some humble pie in him somewhere. Right now, American League up 3-0.
Okay.
2 outs in the bottom of the second. So
we still doing the World Series home field on this?
No.
Okay.
They gave that. That was stupid. Yeah. No, they did away with that.
Good.
However, last year though, if the game does end a tie, you have a swing off. You get like 2 or 3 guys, or maybe it's just one guy, and you get like 3 pitches, and the one hits a. So that was actually quite thrilling. I got to admit, with.
I don't mind the All-Star game just being the All-Star game, right? I don't need the swing off sound. You know what? If it ends in a tie, just end it in a tie. I'm I hate that the National League is losing, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's early. Maybe it'll be a high-scoring game. I don't know, but we'll see. I think Ozzie was going to start, I believe.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I think he was he? He wasn't the only starter, was he?
No, I think
Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin.
Yeah. And Sale
was there. Yeah. I'm not sure he was going to pitch, but Iggy was there as well.
Yeah, and Olsen's a reserve.
Yeah.
So.
A little bit surprised Michael Harris was not. He's having a tremendous year.
He really is.
Kind of a career year. But anyway, American League's still up.
See what the Braves did in the draft?
I did not.
Okay.
Well, I know.
Picked an outfielder.
Okay.
And I heard one of the draft analysts talking about it. And he was saying because the kid apparently just swings a monster bat. But not the strongest arm in the world. He's not a center fielder type. He's not real speedy. They think left is probably his future. But the draft analyst said, he goes, look, Braves are in a unique position because you got Michael Harris till 2032, so you don't need a center fielder. And so if you just want to take a shot at a kid who maybe is not great defensively but swings a hot bat, now's the time,
Absolutely, because that's kind of been a revolving door up to this point in left field. It seems like the Braves the left field's always been a revolving door.
Yeah, ever since Ron Gant got in that motorcycle accident.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so, I mentioned earlier, and we'll come back and talk about it a little bit, but the Auburn-Baylor game, kind of speaking of new things that are going to revolutionize college athletics. I think you might see, will you see more and more of this every year with teams taking an opportunity? That used to be all the rage to go and do a neutral site game. And then it became, no, we want to do home and home again. And so these things kind of go in cycles.
For a long time, the neutral site game, so we can talk about it on the other side.
Yeah. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City. Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen-printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We were talking about, neutral site games.
Mm-hmm.
You had a thought. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, well, the story, and I'm sure everybody watching this knows it, but the Aflac kickoff game, Auburn and Baylor, was moved from Jordan-Hare to Atlanta. And they said it was for NIL reasons.
It'd be one thing if you just the game was, it was a one-off, and Baylor was going to come to Jordan-Hare, and you'd say, well, we're just going to move it to Atlanta. Auburn's already made the trip to Baylor.
Pretty successful.
And was going to come back, and now, you get a home and home, and now you're giving up your home game. It did not make many Auburn fans very happy.
Let me say that I can see it conditionally. And here's what I mean. We're going to the 9-game SEC schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So there are going to be some years where you have 5 SEC home games.
True.
Some years you only have 4. If you have 5 SEC home games and your other 3 games are all at home as well, I can see taking an opportunity like this. Hey, you want to pay me $4 or $5 million into my NIL funds? Yeah, I'll come play that game. Then I can see it. If I was in a year where I only had, 7 home games, I'm probably not doing it because I want 7 home games. I hadn't analyzed Auburn's schedule that closely to know if they're in that situation. But it's, to me, I can see it in those circumstances. But what I was saying earlier was it used to be that you use the neutral site games as a recruiting tool. There was a reason why Saban always wanted to play in either Dallas or Atlanta because he recruited a lot in Texas and he recruited a lot in Georgia. And so he always wanted to be in those 2 stadiums,
Auburn does have 5 SEC home games this year.
They do. Okay. And the other 3 will all be at home, right? Well, the other 2. So
you got Florida, Vandy, LSU.
I mean the non-cons.
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
Florida, Vandy, LSU, Arkansas, and what's the other one? I'll think of it in a minute. I think there's another one. No, not Missouri this year.
But anyway, and then there's also like special games, I think sometimes that people talk about that I thought would be, and they've never come around. There was a rumor, and this was back around 2012, 2013, that Alabama and Notre Dame were discussing with, I guess, some people in New York, the possibility of a one-time Alabama-Notre Dame game in Yankee Stadium, which I think would have been just an incredible atmosphere.
Right.
And scene. Never came about. But, yeah, I mean, if you've got 8 home games on the schedule, I can see giving up one of them to raise a little NIL money. I definitely can see it.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I can see it both ways. I just – you can understand also from Auburn's fans' perspective that – I mean, especially for the ones that made the trip out to Baylor. And they're sitting there going, now, wait a minute. I spent all this money. I went out to Baylor, and I expect to come back home and watch in my – in the stadium and tailgate and do all these things where I – and then they say, well, we're just, we're going to go to where we're going to go to Atlanta and play this game. And Mississippi State's the other one we play.
Okay.
But that's on the road. I'm sorry, we have 5 away games this year.
Okay.
I'm mistaken.
So you're giving up your 7th home game.
Yeah.
So you're only getting 6 home games.
Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Georgia, Tennessee.
To me, if I'm your city or your local fan base, I'd be upset if I didn't get that 7th home game. If it's an 8th one, hey, I'm not used to having that anyway. It's okay. You know.
Yeah. All right. They say the Peach Bowl and the kickoff game say the deal is worth multi-million dollars. Now, I'm no mathematician, but I would say that's more than 1 million.
Yes. So we know it's at least 2.
We know it's at least 2. Is it worth in the tens of millions? Probably not.
Probably not.
They say, I think, around 5-ish.
Well, it looks the way they structured it is as many as 24 student athletes, right?
Yep.
That's what they're saying. As many as 24 Auburn athletes will do social media posts, public appearances, advertisements, in-game promotions, and branding opportunities. Now, that is actual NIL. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So is all the money going to those 24 athletes? Or, you know?
I think some of it's going to the school to put in the, the kitty. But I mean, they'll have an opportunity to make directly from the organizations, I guess, which is what NIL is supposed to be.
Yeah.
That actually works out well. But they say it's, a lucrative and, opportunity for everybody involved. And it will help out everybody. So if that works and it works that way, then wonderful. Good. Will we start to see more of these and more opportunities like this?
Maybe. I mentioned this to you earlier. The athletic director at LSU sent a letter to their top 40 donors. Now, if you're number 41, sorry. Yeah. Top 40 donors, and they were sent a letter inviting them to a meeting, a presentation, they called it, at the governor's mansion, either August 1st or August 3rd, for a presentation on a new revenue process for LSU athletics that is going to change college sports forever, is what the letter said. Look, it's Louisiana. And, things go crooked in Louisiana real fast.
They're announcing that Billy Cannon is going to start counterfeiting again.
Yeah, I mean, it's like somebody I saw today on Yahoo Sports was saying, you've got coastal towns, the oil and gas business, organized crime, all the things you got in Louisiana, and, a history of government corruption. What could possibly go wrong with the governor getting involved in this?
Yeah, really.
We'll see. But, so we can get LSU, we can get Lane Kiffin his $50 million a year for his roster, right? So, I don't know. And if it's going to change college sports forever, then I can't think it's something that somebody's already doing. I can't think it's like, well, private equity is going to buy 30% of LSU sports, because Utah's already done that. Yeah. So it can't be something like that. It's got to be something totally different. And it raised in my mind, how the ownership of the Green Bay Packers works, right?
Yeah, the people own them, right?
If you live in Green Bay, you got
a stake in it.
Yeah. Are they going to open up LSU sports for the Louisiana public to purchase shares in?
There would be people lining up to do it.
Yeah. I mean, is it something crazy as that? I don't know. And we'll sell only up to 49%.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, this reeks of something that could go really like crawfish sideways.
Yeah. Jim and I were talking on Monday. I looked up, ESPN put out a top 100 transfers in college football.
Yeah.
And I went through the list and looked at all 100 of them, and 29 of them directly affected Auburn. Whether they left Auburn to go somewhere else, number one on the list was Cam Coleman, by the way. But some of them, I think, cut two or three or four of them, left Auburn to go somewhere else. They were on the list. One of them left somewhere else to come to Auburn. That was Byron Brown. He was like number 16, something like that. And then the rest of them were teams that Auburn was going to play this year.
Right.
Oh, by far, the most of the top 100 transfers went to one school that Auburn plays. LSU.
But here's the thing. LSU brought in like 40 transfers.
Yeah.
Okay. They brought in a recruiting class as well, like another 20. You got 60 new guys on this roster. And nobody seems concerned by it.
Well,
LSU, oh boy, they spent a bunch of money. They must be good.
They must have some magic chemistry.
Let's see it on the field before we jump to because that offensive line was garbage last year. And, I know they got Jordan Seaton, but he plays one position.
And he played at Colorado.
Yeah. So
wasn't that the whole point, that Sanders' kid was running for his life all the time?
Yeah.
I mean, he may be good, but okay.
All right, so, all right.
They said Xavier Chaplin was good, too.
Have we got time for another segment on this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this.
Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has what you need for your farming, mowing, and land management. Lake Martin Tractor has any size Mahindra tractor you need, along with hundreds of implements to get the job done. See our full line of rugged Spartan zero-turn mowers. Both Mahindra and Spartan still have 0 down and 0% interest. Check out the all-new Spartan Intimidator 4-door crew cab UTV with dump bed, or see the all-new Mahindra Rockstar HD. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280, Alex City.
Spring has sprung, and it's the perfect time to refresh your garage door with Dixie Overhead Door. Get a $49 garage door tune-up, or take $50 off any repair. Tune-ups are included for Dixie Cares Plan members. Call today for details. Don't get stuck in the heat. Right now, get your AC tune-up for as low as $49. And if your system's older, now's the time to upgrade. Choose your system, and we'll level you up at no extra cost. Hurry! Limited systems available. Call Dixie, and it's done.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half, your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Only 30 more minutes left in tonight's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We continue on the conversation.
Transfers.
Okay.
And the portal.
The transfer portal.
It was interesting with Lane because he brought in a lot of transfers. I think it was 40. And a recruiting class. You got 60 new guys. But Lane, what he was enjoying about being at LSU instead of Ole Miss is he got to go big game hunting, right? Like, he goes and takes the edge rusher from Tennessee. Tries to get Cam Coleman. Tries to get the Washington quarterback, and then that doesn't work out, and then he's back on Sam Levitt. But then, he finally winds up with Levitt. Jordan Seaton at left tackle, and so he likes to go big game hunting. He's enjoying the fact that he can get out there and outbid people now. And it's interesting to me because there's a potential issue there. There are some transfers that don't bother me a bit, and I'll give you one. Cam Coleman.
Okay.
Cam Coleman's going into his third year. He's probably thinking, I am 1 year away from an NFL contract, but I've got to get it right. I've got to produce if I'm going to get that contract.
Mm-hmm.
New coach coming into Auburn, all well and good, but I've been here 2 years and it ain't working. So he could have gone to Ohio State, but then he'd be number 2 to Jeremiah Smith. He could have gone to Texas Tech, and I promise you Texas Tech would have matched anything Texas was offering. Probably exceeded it. But they got a new quarterback coming in, and, I don't know. And, he was going to go somewhere with a returning quarterback who's expected to be good and a head coach that throws the ball around. Sarkisian made the most sense. So I really, I look at that one, I go, yeah, that I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some other ones that I just don't get. Texas A&M, for example, basically had to rebuild their offensive line, and they went into the portal for part of it, but and they paid apparently 7 figures plus for Alabama's right tackle from last year, Wilkin Formby, who has been getting whipped for 2 years in the SEC. He's going to be their starting right tackle. I mean, congratulations, I guess. Maybe.
Probably congratulations to Formby.
Yeah.
He made some money.
So you got to, spend your money, but spend it wisely. And then what is the biggest problem that you could have? You got a guy that's already on your roster. Maybe he's a returning starter. He's produced. He's been good. You want somebody that plays maybe same position, opposite side, and you get them out of the portal, but you go pay them $500,000 more than you're paying that guy. I'm going to create some locker room problems there. You know what I mean? Yeah. None of that's secret. Players talk. They know how much each other's making.
We haven't heard much of anything of that. I wonder
it's not public,
if it's been kept under wraps. I wonder if you're going to start seeing that boil over a lot more.
Yeah,
as these figures get bigger and bigger.
Well, what you'll see is kids they'll leave. They'll come back to the coach and go, hey, I didn't know you were, all right. The other receiver at Texas, I forget his name, but he's really good too. He's been there for 2 or 3 years. So you're paying Cam Coleman what, reportedly $3 million, $2.5, $3 million. What about me, Coach? I've been here busting it for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
That to me is where I think you can really get in trouble, and it's why I think if I would prefer that coaches recruit the kid, make a fair offer, make a competitive offer. But if the kid is trying to create a bidding war, then I'm out. I'm not getting involved in any bidding wars.
Yeah.
I
don't blame you. I mean, that was one of the when Alex Golesh came into Auburn, he didn't say it publicly, but behind closed doors, I think it was understood that he was very unhappy with the way that Auburn was overpaying for players.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the mass exodus. That's one of the reasons you saw the mass exodus that you saw. Now, it was going to happen. Some of it was going to happen anyway because of a coaching change.
But look, Courtney Morgan, the GM at Alabama football, he's been with DeBoer at Washington. He also was part of building that roster that won a national championship at Michigan with Jim Harbaugh a few years ago. And then he built the roster that got Kalen DeBoer to a national championship game 3 years ago. But he said in a recent interview 2 or 3 months ago that when we talk to a kid, if we want them to come on an official visit, if they start telling us what other people have offered them, and I'll come on the visit, but you got to tell me you're going to beat this offer. He goes, we just cancel the visit. He goes, we've done it several times because if you're coming on the visit, but all you want to do is talk about a back and forth with another team, we're out. And I think not everybody has to be that way. I mean, Texas probably has a bottomless pit of money that they can turn to, but I don't think it's going to build the right culture in your program doing it that way.
Yeah. Well, at some point in time, somewhat time in the future, there'll be some sort of cap, and everybody will have to at least play on some level of a playing field. So in these next, ever how long it takes, we've been doing it for now 5 years or so.
Yeah.
If you maybe another 5 years, go do whatever. Spend as much money as you want to spend.
Yeah.
It's the Wild West. You might as well live it up.
There's a cap in the Protect College Sports Act.
That's one of the good things about it.
I still think unless they make some structural changes on the expansion thing, and what was the other pooling the media rights? If they don't make some changes there, I just don't. It'll pass. It may pass the Senate, but it will not pass the House.
No. So. And like I said, it took a lot, but all it took was the Save College Sports Act to bring Auburn and Alabama together.
Yeah,
to say we don't like it.
LSU's now released a similar statement, and so look, every SEC team is going to be releasing a statement that they're against it. So, and probably every Big Ten team too. So.
All right, we're up against another break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Billboard Top 10 Showdown 1989 versus 1994. Right after this.
Celebrate America's 250th all month long at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. During the month of July, with every new or used vehicle purchase, you'll receive a beautiful embroidered American flag kit for your home. Our way of helping you proudly celebrate. We have over 500 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. You'll find the biggest discounts and a great selection. Visit Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika today. Get ready to smile.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
At Central Alabama Community College, We provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for being with us. We both love music. Everybody loves music. I love music.
Everybody loves music. Just depends on what kind you like.
This is true. I like a lot of variety of music.
Yes.
Now,
right now, I'm very keen on like children's music.
Oh, really?
Wheels on the Bus.
Grandpa?
Yeah, I got a 2-year-old grandson, so I listen to a lot of that. Itsy Bitsy Spider, Wheels on the Bus, all that stuff.
I've got a nephew who's my namesake, Andrew, and he is in college now. He just started. I think he's in his second year of college. And he just got a record player not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I am trying to introduce him every now and then to albums, that I love and trying to get a wide variety of music. So I gave him my old Thriller album.
Oh, okay.
I'm considering Led Zeppelin 1 and 2 and Red-Headed Stranger. I mean, that's a wide variety.
What about Zep 4, the Zoso record?
Well, I'm easing him into it.
I got you.
I'm easing him into it.
Don't forget Houses of the Holy.
Led Zeppelin didn't make a bad album.
No.
But I'm starting him out at the beginning and building him up. All right, JJ graduated in 1989. I graduated in 1994. So these are the top 10 rock songs on the Billboard Top 40 for the year 1989 versus the year 1994.
Okay.
We will start at 10. We will go to 1. Each song will fight it out. And we will have one winner, 10 winners. We'll see who wins, 1994 or 1989.
Yeah, I can vote for yours and you can vote for mine.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay.
All right, number 10, 1989, Sold Me Down the River by The Alarm. I played it and I still don't know what it is.
I've never heard that song, and I was like 18 years old, so I was all over the radio at the time. I've never heard that song once in my life.
Now I will say this as well. Deuces Are Wild, not one of my favorite Aerosmith songs.
It's still an Aerosmith song.
It
so
is.
You get my vote.
All right. I got to vote for it because it's.
You don't got to.
It's better than.
It's Aerosmith.
Yeah, that's true. All right. That is 1 for 1994. Number 9, Wait for You by speaking of Led Zeppelin, the Jason Bonham Band.
By the way, Jason Bonham, of course, son of legendary Led Zeppelin drummer John Bonham.
Yep.
And I do remember that song, and I remember that album. I bought the CD, I believe.
Really?
If I remember right, I did. The singer for the band, a really high voice, all that I can do is wait for you. It was a good song. And were it not up against Big Empty by Stone Temple Pilots. But Stone Temple Pilots, I'm not a huge grunge guy, but they're one of my favorites.
I love alternative mid-90s rock, alternative rock. Oh, man. Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots were so good. And there's 2 songs on here by the Pilots, and they both of them are exceptional. So, yeah, I would vote for that. I would vote for the Big Empty as well. So, all right. Number 8 on the list, Let the Day Begin by The Call. Let's just listen to it, and I think it was the first time I've ever heard it.
Yeah, I know it's the first time I've ever heard it.
Growing Up Against Soundgarden again, Spoon Man.
Again, all right, so I know that this is going to be sacrilege probably to somebody in your generation, but was never a huge Soundgarden fan. And, Spoon Man's okay.
It's not one of their best.
But I've heard it and I can jam on it. And the other song, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Now, this one, oh, my goodness.
It's a tough one.
All right, so 1994 is dominating at the moment.
Yes, three to nothing.
3 to nothing. All right, number 7 in 1989 on this year, Janie's Got a Gun by Aerosmith.
Terrific song.
Versus Mr. Jones by Counting Crows. This is the hardest one by far.
All right, so I love me some Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I'm particularly partial to 70s and early 80s Aerosmith. This is a little later 80s Aerosmith.
This is true.
While I think Janie's Got a Gun is a great song, I remember vividly the first time I popped in the CD of the Counting Crows album, August and Everything After. And they've been one of my top 5 bands ever since. I think Adam Duritz is a absolute Bob Dylan level songwriter. So as much as I love me some Aerosmith, I'm voting for Counting Crows on this one.
This is one of the, seminal songs of the 90s.
Yeah.
It goes beyond genre. It goes beyond, however. And this is probably sacrilege. I don't know. There's something I remember when the first time I ever heard Janie's Got a Gun.
Uh-huh.
And I listened to it about 50 times. And there's something about it. I don't know why. I watched the video too, and it's a little dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Janie's Got a Gun. She shot some guy. Okay. I will vote for Janie's Got a Gun.
All right,
so I think we have a wash.
3-0-1.
Yeah, we have a wash here. Mr. Jones and Janie's Got a Gun. All right, number 6, I Will Not Go Quietly by Don Henley versus No Excuses by Alice in Chains.
All right. I'm gonna do something a little different here.
Okay.
I like Alice in Chains. Some of their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Alice in Chains fan. But I've never heard No Excuses.
This is a good song.
No idea. It could be the best song ever, but I've never heard it. I don't know it. I have never heard I Will Not Go Quietly by Don Henley either.
I don't know as I have.
But, in my opinion, I believe that the Eagles may be the most talented band of all time, and I love me some Don Henley. So I'm going to assume that if you played them for me back to back, I'm going to prefer Don Henley. He gets my vote.
This is actually a good song. I'll play it for you. You probably heard it. You just don't recognize the title. But having said that, I don't disagree. The Eagles, just because of the Eagles, I will doff the cap to.
Matter of fact, I'm going to listen to I Will Not Go Quietly on my way home.
That's good. I think I will too, actually. All right, so we got 3-1-1.
3-1-1.
All right. All right, number 5, and then we got to take a break. Rockin' a Hard Place by the Rolling Stones versus Backwater by the Meat Puppets.
Never heard of a Meat Puppet. No idea what that is. The Rolling Stones, Rockin' a Hard Place from, if I'm not mistaken, Rockin' a Hard Place was on the Steel Wheels album. And the Steel Wheels tour was my first time seeing the Stones.
Really?
So big vote there for Rockin' a Hard Place for me.
I just can't, in good conscience. I probably, to be perfectly honest, I probably like this song better than the Rolling Stones, but it's the Rolling Stones. I can't vote for the Meat Puppets over the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, said everyone ever.
Yeah, so. All right, 3-2. It's tightening up here. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back and we'll close this thing out right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Just a few more minutes left in tonight's show. Thank you so much for being with us. We are closing out death to the end here. Billboard Top 10 Showdown 1989 versus 1984. 1994. What am I saying? JJ represents 1989. I represent 1994. All right, it is 3 for 1994, 2 for 1989, and 1 tie. Split decision. All right, number 4, you have Patience by Guns N' Roses versus Vaseline by the Stone Temple Pilots.
I mean, I'm going Guns N' Roses. They were such a huge band for me for that period of time. I guess from 87 to 93 or so. I guess that was sort of their run.
They again didn't put out a bad album.
They did not, and they were so different, right? Because at that time in that late 80s,
they killed
era,
hair metal.
Yeah, the hair metal guys had gotten so pretty, like bands like Trickster. If you ever get a chance, look up Trickster on YouTube. They're terrible. And then Guns N' Roses comes out, and they're back in the leather, and and man, it was nasty.
Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, there was some.
And
there was an edge to it.
I like Patience anyway. Nice ballad. I'll go Guns N' Roses.
I love Vaseline. I love the song. I love the Stone Temple Pilots. But I will again. I think if I had to make a choice, I would go with Patience too. So we have a tie, ladies and gentlemen.
3-3-1.
All right, number 3 on the list. We have Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Once Bitten, Twice Shy by Great White versus Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. Black Hole Sun, why'd you come?
I think it's one of the reasons I was never a big Soundgarden fan.
Okay.
because they most of the time they were so gloomy.
It is.
Right? And
they are not. They were kind of a depressing group.
And Once Bitten, Twice Shy is nothing gloomy about it.
It is not, although, yeah.
You got the honky-tonk piano going on. You got the nice swing in the song. You got the great lyrics in the song. You didn't know what rock and roll was until you caught your sister on a great tour bus. I got there in the nick of time before he got his hands across the state line. You know, this is something great. So, yeah, I'm easily going Great White, one of my favorite party songs.
I will go with Black Hole Sun on this one.
All right.
That is quintessential 90s rock right there, baby.
So we're 3 and 2.
3. All right, number 2, Running Down a Dream by Tom Petty versus Shine by Collective Soul.
I love Collective Soul. And they weren't around for very long.
They were not.
But, I mean, December was great. Shine was great. And, you know, they're from Atlanta, so I kind of, you know, consider that a little local, you know, sort of flavor. But, like, Tom Petty's got, like, 500 great songs. Running Down a Dream is in my top 3 Tom Petty songs. Like,
really?
Like, that's one that if it comes on the radio, hope you're not sitting in there with me because it's about to get loud in here. It's a driving song. I love Running Down a Dream. I'll take that one all day.
I'm going Collective Soul on this one, but only because I'm not voting for Tom Petty twice.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And I'm voting for him the next one, even though I love the number 1. All right, so number 1.
We're 3 and 3, by the way.
3 and 3, by the way. We got Free Fallin' by Tom Petty is the number 1 song in 1989, rock song, and Far Behind by Candlebox. Again, a great song. But I can't go against Free Fallin'.
I remember when the Free Fallin' video dropped on MTV.
Oh.
And it was just, you know, because it was Tom Petty, so obviously I'm looking forward to it. And it's just, the video is iconic. The song is iconic. He's iconic.
And this is not Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
No.
This is Tom Petty,
solo.
the solo, yeah.
So. He always would come back to the Heartbreakers later, but he would do his little solo thing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you like Tom Petty, let me throw this one at you. He did an album not too long before he died. It's been a few years now, but did an album with a band called Mudcrutch. And the album was just called Mudcrutch. Now, Mudcrutch was his high school band.
Really?
And several of the members of Mudcrutch wound up in the Heartbreakers. The Mudcrutch was like the jumping off point for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. So he wanted to go back and record an album as Mudcrutch. So he wrote it. He went back to playing bass because he played bass in Mudcrutch. So he went back to playing bass. He fronted the band. He wrote the album, and they recorded it as Mudcrutch.
So
no hits on it, but it's really good.
Running Down a Dream. What's the other 2 for your top 3?
My top 3 Tom Pettys? Ooh, that's tough.
I Won't Back Down, surely.
No.
I
would probably go Running Down a Dream. I would probably go Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
And Don't Do Me Like That.
Okay. Can't go wrong with that for sure. All right. Well, I tip my cap to you. 1994 started out strong, but 1989 came back in the end.
So we wound up 4-3 and 3 times.
4-3 and 3 times. How about that? It's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. He is JJ. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAV Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.